It doesn't matter. The biggest fight in the world, live around the world on Netflix. Don't adjust your TVs, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely dialed! You listen to me, brother! When the ring bells, I'm coming in there and I'm coming on his ass! You know who I are! I are him!
Throwing punches. I really don't feel like Jake Paul's going to come on the front foot and start throwing a lot of punches. If he does, well, I mean, he'll need a wheelbarrow for his balls, but he'll also get badly hurt. So I think.
So here's what went down during that weigh-in. Anthony Joshua completely lost it when Jake Paul kept running his mouth. Paul wouldn't stop with the age jokes, hitting AJ where it hurts most, going straight for his pride. You could see the exact second Joshua's patience snapped. He grabbed Jake by the shirt, shoved him backward. This wasn't some staged drama for the cameras. This was pure rage meeting disrespect head on.
Anthony Joshua, ladies and gentlemen, that is Jake Paul. It's all live from the 305 tomorrow night.
David Haye breaks down exactly what Jake Paul did wrong, poking the bear on that live stage. Every cheap shot, every calculated insult just woke up something dangerous in Joshua. AJ's fury is real, you can feel it radiating off him. Those throat-slashing gestures aren't theatrics, they're promises. Paul got his viral moment, but now he's locked eyes with someone ready to demolish anybody stupid enough to mock him once those ropes go up. The final stare down went nuclear fast. Jake tried getting handsy, invading personal space, but Joshua wasn't having it. AJ slapped those hands away with serious force, making it crystal clear that touching was off limits. That split second told the whole story. The trash talk phase just ended. Joshua's done being patient, and Paul officially crossed into dangerous waters. Dave Coldwell destroys Jake Paul without holding back. He spells it out plain. Joshua's gonna play with his food before finishing the meal. After all those weigh-in games, Jake's looking like some scared teenager trying to outrun a hurricane. Every single thing Joshua does now carries weight. Each feint serves as a warning shot. Paul wanted all this attention, but now he's facing down legitimate fury.
AJ's going to squash him in about a round, and the max is that Jake Paul runs and AJ just wants to play a bit of cat and mouse in the first round and then does it in the second round. But I cannot see in any universe how it goes beyond 2 rounds. And for Anthony Joshua, the boxing, it has to go inside 2 rounds.
Johnny Nelson rips Jake Paul to shreds verbally, showing zero sympathy or restraint. Following that weigh-in disrespect, AJ stopped viewing this as competition and started seeing it as hunting season. This goes beyond promotion. It's a roadmap for embarrassment, exhaustion, and complete control. Jake's massive ego awakened Anthony Joshua, and the bill's about to come due.
Now, if I was AJ, I wouldn't knock him out. I would knock him out straight away. I'd absolutely... Sure.
Yeah, but only for a round.
No, I'd beat him up every round.
No.
Just to the
How many rounds would you give him then?
I'd get to the point where he's tired, then knock him out.
Eddie Hearn breaks down precisely why Jake Paul made a terrible mistake messing with AJ. Anthony Joshua isn't just prepared, he's operating like a perfectly tuned machine. From intensive training camp beginnings through peak physical condition, every part of him radiates power and stamina. Following those disrespectful weigh-in games, Jake's tough guy act won't survive contact with the ultimate version of Joshua stepping between those ropes.
16.6. Absolutely dialed! You listen to me, brother! When the ring bells, I'm coming in there and I'm coming.
Lennox Lewis slices through all the promotional noise. Jake Paul might fantasize about landing some miracle knockout, but the truth hits different. AJ's defensive skills, timing, and knockout power operate at championship level, leaving virtually zero margin for mistakes. After witnessing that weigh-in explosion, it's obvious Jake awakened forces he can't control. Joshua isn't just competing, he's preparing to deliver education and complete dominance.
He has a puncher's chance. a puncher's chance. I mean, he has to wind up to be able to hit that chin, and he has to be accurate to hit that chin and to be able to knock Anthony Joshua out.
Roy Jones Jr. breaks it down, and honestly, the outlook for Jake Paul looks grim. He might believe he can compete with a former Olympic champion and multiple-time world title holder, but let's get real, he's an internet celebrity playing dress-up. AJ doesn't need maximum effort to completely control this fight. Jake's technique resembles desperate, wild swinging more than boxing. Those weigh-in stunts only awaken the monster, and now Jake's oversized ego will get systematically destroyed round after round. He's completely outclassed, totally overmatched, and anybody thinking he'll last beyond the second round is living in fantasy land. This isn't entertainment, it's a clinic in humiliation about to unfold.
To win, but Jake gonna put up a good scrap, but Joshua should win.
Gareth Davies sums up Jake Paul perfectly. Some watered-down showman who thinks he can survive in AJ's universe. He'll struggle, swing wildly, maybe run around for a couple rounds, but it's absolutely ridiculous. This boxing ring isn't designed for social media clout or viral moments. This is Anthony Joshua, someone who doesn't bargain with circus acts. Jake's arrogance brought him to this moment, but reality's approaching fast, and it's going to hurt. Those weigh-in antics only energized AJ, and every ridiculous strategy Jake's planning will collapse under genuine skill and power. The embarrassment is guaranteed.
Still have concerns about Jake Paul, but he's so deluded in a weird way that he does believe he can go in there and do something. I think he'll make it messy. I think he'll make it scrappy. I think he'll run away.
Reality's about to slap him hard. David Hay perfectly dissects Jake Paul's cartoon-level game plan. He's counting on AJ chasing him, dancing and dodging like it's some schoolyard competition, believing fancy footwork and movement patterns will rescue him. But here's what's actually happened. AJ isn't some YouTuber. He's a seasoned professional reading every telegraph. That weigh-in disrespect might have generated clicks, but inside those ropes, it's suicide. Jake's strategy is paper-thin, almost laughable. Anthony Joshua isn't participating in games. He's studying, waiting for the perfect opening to punish, humiliate, and destroy the fantasy. Jake's ego poked a sleeping giant and regrets coming fast.
Anthony should come across the ring and attack him. I think he wants that type of energy. I think his plan to move around the ring, lose lateral movement.
Tyson Fury absolutely demolishes Jake Paul, and it's vicious. Calling him a Disney Channel character isn't hyperbole. This represents someone who feeds off internet fame, not legitimate boxing. Talking about defeating AJ is pathetic. Fury exposes Jake for what he truly is, a tasteless, overconfident joke chasing viral moments while Anthony Joshua handles serious business. That weigh-in arrogance ignited something dangerous in AJ, and now every stunt Jake pulled is exploding in his face. Fury's comments serve as prophecy. Jake isn't entering entertainment, he's walking into warfare against a real fighter, and the humiliation approaching is total and unstoppable.
It's a little bit long in the tooth to be talking shite like that. He's 37-year-old at the end of his career, fighting a YouTuber, a Disney Channel guy, who Tommy beat. And now he's talking about killing him and all that to try and sell. Please, barking up the wrong tree, idiot. Here's a fun fact. If I ever come across you, bum, I'm knocking you dead spark out. I ain't a YouTuber or a man half your size. I am him, the man. You're a classless loser coming off a 15 months knockout defeat to a local lad.
Alexander Usyk nails the situation perfectly, and it's devastating for Jake Paul. AJ isn't here for games, he's concentrated on business, his reputation and producing results. That weigh-in circus might have seemed amusing online, but it obviously ignited something in Joshua. Jake's antics didn't create fear, they created motivation. Usyk even offers prayers because he recognizes the danger Paul is stepping into. This isn't entertainment, it's serious warfare for Anthony Joshua, and Jake Paul is drowning in deep water. His arrogance thinking he can mess with AJ backfires spectacularly. Fans watching can sense AJ's hunger, focus, and readiness to punish any sign of disrespect. Jake Paul is about to learn that social media tricks don't translate inside boxing ring.
This was a different weight, and obviously I knew he fights at, but I fancy him because he comes up a weight. I think it's going to be a real tough fight for him, tough night.
Frank Warren analyzes this logically and destroys Jake Paul's chances without mercy. Jake might believe he's prepared to trade shots with AJ, but entering this ring represents a complete nightmare. Anthony Joshua isn't just physically ready, he's tactical, devastating, and ruthless. Warren highlights the size difference, showing exactly how outgunned Jake really is. After those disrespectful weigh-in games, this fight isn't competition, it's punishment waiting to be delivered. Every fan, every expert recognizes it. Jake's delusions are about to meet brutal reality. AJ doesn't need full power to completely dominate. This rough evening for Paul translates to humiliation and total annihilation.
To panic up there, so then they learn the lesson to think, I ain't doing this shit again. AJ needs to torment him like a cat with a mouse. He needs to torment him. I don't mean a mouse just picking and poking, I mean punching and kicking. He needs to really damage him where he...
Johnny Nelson unleashes everything, and his analysis crushes Jake Paul. This transcends simple victory. It's about making Jake suffer for that weigh-in. Disrespect? Anthony Joshua gets portrayed as the hunter, while Jake becomes helpless prey. Every moment of panic, every flinch becomes a lesson as AJ tortures him, mixing feints, jabs, and calculated power punches, breaking him down psychologically and physically. This predator-prey comparison is frightening because it's accurate. Joshua operates methodically, brutally, and won't quit until Jake has absolutely nothing remaining. Fans can practically visualize the punishment developing. Paul's ego earned him this fight, but AJ will systematically tear it apart, teaching him lessons that no viral video or publicity stunt can ever erase.
I think this kind of fight for AJ, very little risk, extremely little risk, and a big reward. I mean, why would you not take it? But as a fight fan, I thought it was a farce. I mean,
Eris Landy. Lara makes it crystal clear this fight represents easy money for Anthony Joshua. For Jake Paul, it's a complete mismatch. Every stunt, every disrespectful moment at those weigh-ins only confirmed how hopeless his chances are. Lara exposes the truth. Jake hasn't fought anybody remotely dangerous, hasn't developed his abilities significantly, and now faces one of the planet's best. From a fight fan's viewpoint, it's embarrassing. Paul is completely outclassed. Joshua's risk stays minimal while rewards stay massive. Fans witness Jake Paul's arrogance and self-deception, thinking he can survive or outthink AJ. The second that opening bell sounds, Paul's fame chasing crashes into harsh reality, and it's going to be ugly. David Benavidez shows Jake Paul some respect, but his warning cuts deep. Anthony Joshua competes at levels Paul has never approached. That respect doesn't provide protection, it emphasizes the threat. Jake's weigh-in antics appear juvenile now, and every viral clip of him taunting AJ only feeds the storm he's about to encounter. Joshua's credentials mean everything. Olympic gold, multiple championships, experience against world-class opposition proves Paul is entering a fight he's completely unprepared for. This isn't about chance, it's about technique, power, and accuracy. One mistake, one defensive lapse, and everything ends. Fans watching can predict the outcome. Paul's bravado meets a professional who doesn't play games, and the result will be harsh, undeniable truth.